Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Abigail and with me is my husband Femi. This is the Fab Family YouTube channel. On this channel we'll talk about faith, marriage and relationships in general. If you like this kind of content, please stick by, subscribe, watch and share. Thank you very much. So last week we posted a video and I was talking about an experience I had. Like, I moved out of the house. We had an issue and I moved out of the house. So this on this video we want to hear from Fab Daddy how what led to it and how he reacted to it and what actually was going through his mind at that time. So let's have it.
Thank you very much, our dear host. All right, so once again, thank you guys for all the love and support, the subscription and all of that for last week. Thank you so much. A lot of people reached out to us, We thought we were the only ones. So apparently, something like this happens frequently in a lot of homes. Yeah. So we're not just the only ones. We're happy with that, Part of the reason why we share this kind of videos and stories is just to educate us, We learned a lot from that episode and we felt it's possible for people out there to also learn one or two things, and we're glad that, it's at least we are not doing it in vain. So thank you so much. Now, my reaction. I think there are just 2 or 3 things I want to point out. One is that last week, my wife did justice to that video. Exactly how it happened. No addition, no subtraction, no sugarcoating anything, But she did not mention, I think she was trying to shield me. She did not mention that while we were trying to reconcile, while we were trying to reconcile, I cried. Wait, don't judge me. Don't judge. It's not my fault. As a man, knowing the kind of responsibility you have in your family, seeing things fall apart you can't react well to that. Despite the fact that when she was packing her things, moving out, I did not, flinch? I didn't blink, I didn't flinch. Like, you want to go, fine, go be. But I wasn't happy with how all of that turned out. Marriage of less than 1 year, that many issues, they're already moving out of the house. I wasn't happy. And it's also good to be firm when making some decisions, or to be firm as regarding some principles. I think that was just what happened to me. As emotional as I was still firm, because the thought going through my mind at the time was that if I have to beg you to stay, then there might be some other cases, maybe subsequently that something will happen, you now want to move out again. Will I now beg you? I shouldn't beg you to stay in our marriage. It takes 2 conscious people with conscious effort to make things work. So if you feel that the solution for you is to move out of the house, then we'll solve it anyhow it comes. That was the only reason why I didn't make attempt to stop her, to beg her or anything like that. Not because I was wicked. Not because I was wicked at all.
So did you at any point in time go out to look for me when I was away?
You see, actually, it's not as if I did not look for her. Just about 45 minutes to 1 hour after she left, then I was going out to stylishly buy bread.
Stylish?
It was not as if I wanted to eat the bread. I just wanted to start to look for her, if she'll be around. So where they sell bread around our house is just, it's close by. But I had to walk down to the main junction, looking left and right, just to see if I'll see her around. Not to beg her, not to say anything, just to see if she's around. I did not see my wife home. I bought my bread, JJ, and I came back home. On getting home, I started thinking, because at the time she was pregnant, so it won't speak well that something will not happen, or she will go to her parents' house or one thing, they will not start questioning me. So I felt, let me make the first move by calling either her parents or any of her family members and friends, just to know if she's with any one of them. So I wanted to call her mom first. I think 2 people came to mind. I wanted to call her mom first. But I just felt again that what if she's not there? What if she hasn't told them anything? Because in our marriage, I think we've come up with, is it a resolution or a habit that marriage matters and marriage matters. No interference, no third party. So I don't think we've ever done it before. Calling third party into our matter, we've never done it before. So I just
never done it before.
You told me around. So I felt calling her mom, what will I say happen? That one thing she now moved out of the house. That the story won't be sweet. There will be, it won't speak. So I just cancelled that option. Then the other person I thought of calling, I don't even know how my brain could think of it. My precious, beautiful, wonderful, and very accepting sister-in-law. She will just kill me. How will I start? How will I finish? She will just.
She'll be like, oh, Ritani, go and look for my sister.
She will just kill me. It's just, in fact, I shouldn't have thought that option at all. So I just let's cancel that option too. Because my family, I said my family, in my wife's family, they are very close bond. They are very close bonded. They have a close bond in their family. In my family, in our family, you can call somebody in the morning and the person is not picking up and everybody starts panicking. I've called mommy now, she's not picking up. How many minutes ago? Leave her, let you call back now.
Digress from the.
Come in, let me talk about your family. Then you people should give yourself breathing space now. In my family, if you call somebody today and the person not pick up, you can call the person 6 months later and say, oh boy, I called you last 6 months. I called you the other day, you didn't pick up. No issues. But the bond in their family is so strong.
Because these people are much now.
It's not about that we are much.
We are small, so we have to keep it.
So if we are much and one person lost, we won't feel the person.
Exactly.
So because of the bond, there was no way I could involve our family members. They will just eat me raw. So I just cancelled that option. So I was hoping and praying that nothing will happen to her. And when I was going to bed at night,
and you call me.
Me with the para.
Open and pray.
Okay. Now, JP, you're going to put that on the house. So when I was going to bed, I left the door unlocked, just still hoping that, she would come back home. In the middle of the night, I came to the sitting room. The moment I saw her, it was a huge relief for me. I still did not say anything. I still did not talk to her.
How are you?
My baby, okay. My baby, none. I went to the kitchen to do nothing. I didn't do anything. Alright. I left the kitchen, I went back to the room. I just came out to do nothing. I just wanted to be sure that she was home. So fight, and Luther continued. We continued our fight.
Oh wow. So talk about the letter.
The next morning, how did I even see the letter said? I think you went out to do something. You shared it last week. I just came to the system and I found, is it 5 page or 6 page letter? I saw different sheets, full letter, front and back. I sat and I read it. I think I've heard it before, but I think it was at that point I understood that women state feelings. Whenever something happens, they state feelings. Men state facts. A man can tell you precisely that this to this to this to this, you can trace it. But for women, it is how something makes them feel. So everything she wrote in that combined letter, the letter is not evil, it's more than some people's final project. Yes. Everything was full of feelings, how it made her feel. And if we keep saying things from different perspectives, I'm saying from facts, you are saying from feelings, we won't find the middle ground. So I somehow understood where she was coming from. There was no way she could have known that this was what the money was for, and she felt I was just telling lies and all of that. So it was that money we resolved the matter. So now I'm trying to relate with other people's experiences. I mean, the people that reached out, their experiences. I mean, it cuts across a lot of issues, but widely, I think it is fair to say that most of these issues that happens in homes and marriages, most of them, I mean from experience, has something to do with money, has something attached to money. In fact, it's funny to say that from what I have seen, from what we have seen, the cases of infidelity, the cases of broken homes, that comes from infidelity is not as much as issues that arise from money management in families. Even if there are some other issues attached to it, lack of submission, lack of respect, you still find somehow to attach it to money. Like, what is this problem with money?
It's important.
It's important. Yes, money is important. In fact, that episode that happened to us, I can't say it changed my life, but I made it what do they call it? No, it's not decision. This is stronger. Is it resolve? I made a resolve and a decision that something like that was never going to happen again. I mean that money was never going to cause that kind of issue for us again. That even I have to do anything possible legitimately to ensure that we always had money. And that was what led me into Forex. A while ago, I shared my Forex experience. For those of you that are just joining up, you haven't seen the video, I'll drop the link to that video in the description box. So this was what led me to Forex. So looking for money, finding it legitimately. That was what led me to
Was
Forex.
it like you were under pressure or something?
No, I wasn't under pressure. Partially why I was pained is that my plan at the time was just for the surprise. It wasn't a backup option, no. Maybe you know this kind of situation that how do I say it in English? Me really going. Husband will cast, wife will discover that there's money, you will now be looking for a lie that I wanted to surprise you. This wasn't like that. Because the last year's birthday, I think we did the same thing. Two years ago it was the same thing. That I just reserved some amount of money just to surprise her. She did not know about it. And because of the first episode, we did not escalate anything. Was it last year that I went to our workplace?
No.
I took her to work. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. I took her to work. I went back with her. See, we'll meet at home. Anything we can do just to celebrate your birthday. Immediately I dropped that. I went to pick cake, some other things. It was last year. So I just gathered some things, and I went back to our workplace to surprise. I went with a friend of mine. I can't remember if it's Dami. I went with a friend of mine just to surprise her, surprise. So I have a track record now of doing something like that. So whenever something like that happens again, she cannot doubt that it was actually for surprise. And part of the pain was that if we had enough money, removing a portion of it for something won't be an issue because there's enough money. But at the time, we did not have enough money. That was why everything just escalated like that. And that has taught us a very big lesson. And should I say it is funny to say, or it is good to say, that in our church, the church we attend, yesterday's episode was
last week.
Last week's episode was what we had on Sunday as the message for Sunday. Because making the video, I didn't think we intended that it would turn out like that. But we're happy that it reached out to a lot of people. And people really shared experiences, shared their lessons, and all of that. And one paramount thing that people also laid emphasis on was, don't check your partner's phone. Abi?
Yes.
Don't check your partner. No, I'm just saying. Don't check your partner's phone. It is a very controversial topic. But there are reasons why. I think we also made a video on that a long time ago. I also dropped the link. Yes, I did. I also dropped the link to the video in the description box. I think I should also mention that the experience has shown, or statistics has shown, that yes, from 6 months to 2 years of marriage, a lot of conflicts usually arise.
Yeah.
It is around that time there are a lot of issues.
You're new to the marriage.
Exactly.
Different people coming together.
Exactly.
You're now living together, seeing each other every day.
So this one is no more long distance relationship. It is in-house relationship. The first 3 months, 6 months, that wedding is for the first 3 to 6 months, you can be posting you guys pictures every day. Oh, my baby, this is my husband, a woman, well, please, my wife, my everything. I never see fights, and I never start a fight. You see, for some people it comes earlier, for some people later, and for some people it is longer. That between that 6 months to 2 years, a lot of things will just go. That's when you start to see some very obvious differences. Some very obvious character flaws. That's when you start to see it. But you guys will just have to manage. That 6 months to 2 years is like the frustrating stage. That's when some differences will frustrate you. That why is just this person like? In fact, at that point you feel like you married the wrong person.
Exactly.
Honestly,
That's what I wanted to
at that point you just feel like, what kind of man did I marry? What kind of it's as if you married the wrong person, you know. But you guys will just after that 2 years, then you now start to accept each other well. Now start to adjust. In fact, at a point you start to rub off on each other. That her strength, which was my weakness, will now start to become my strength gradually. We just start to exchange some of these, some of these things.
Oh, we have come to the end of today's video. If you like this kind of content, if you like our video, please press the like button, thumbs up. Thank you, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. God bless you as you do so. We'll see you some other time. Any other thing?
It will be.
See you some other time. Bye.